All right, are you guys ready for your next comedian? Woo!
Give it for Marco!
Yeah!
And all of his movies that everybody loves and hates at the same time. Hey, my name is Socrates, and I am an American. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Who's everybody's least favorite country? Yeah. Don't all yell at once. It could be England. I'm also Greek, and that's what, thanks. See that? I just went up a notch and a half right there. See that? Yeah. If I like the Gladiator movie, that'd be even better. But it's interesting. I'm finding like this world is sort of a transitioning phase. I think it's America's going crazy about anything with this word trans in it, but everything's transitioning. I think our whole world is slowly transitioning. From a habitable planet to more of a Martian kind of a planet. Which is optimistic when you think about it. They think they can turn Mars into Earth. Can't turn Earth into Earth, but trust Elon Musk. He's got our backs. That's what I'm saying. But it's interesting to find the whole world sort of like this transition. It's like I'm transitioning from like a young, healthy guy to an old, dying person. Yeah, it feels funny. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. Like, actually this whole year I've gone through this arc of life. Basically, remember we all got in touch with ourselves a little while ago. We did a sort of a self-awareness process called COVID. Yeah. We got in touch with ourselves, spiritually, literally. It was a lot of fun. And, I came out of that figuring I'm going to become a new person. We come out, I was coming out as a new Socrates, And as it ended, basically, I got slammed into by a scooter. I learned this Dutch word, which is aangereden. Because I got slammed into by a scooter, I got aangereden or a scooterklotser. And then I woke up from this, and now I was brokaties. Because I broke my goddamn arm, and I spent about a year and a half going through surgeries, etc. And that was a lot of fun. It's a transition, from being, I was going to the sauna, and then I was going to the hospital. I still went somewhere, you know what I mean? At the hospital, they gave me a shot of morphine. Wasn't going to get that at the sauna. Bright side, everything, Then in August, basically, I thought, okay, I'm finally getting better. I've now had 2 surgeries, I've got a reverse prosthetic shoulder now. So where I used to have a socket, now I have a ball. When I had a ball, now I have a socket. So I possibly have a trans shoulder. Again, it's a trans kind of a world. And then in August, I thought it was a nice sunny day, and I thought that was interesting the way we were transitioning to like summertime here, That's new. I've been here 14 years. We never really used to have summers. If you've lived here, we did. In like 2013 or so, we didn't have a summer at all. Remember that? It was like cold all year long. Remember that? It's like one day, I was like, oh, July. I was like wearing a big jacket. I'm like, hey, what the hell's going on? Pre-global warming, then ExxonMobil came and made our weather better. So, hey, there's an advantage to something, and that's the one thing. Well, anyway, in August, I took a nap, and I woke up, and I had a stroke. Yeah, woke up as Strokatis. So, and almost the joke makes it worthwhile, but not really, And so today, actually, I was at the cardiologist, I was at the cardiologist, I was at the Ziekenhuis, the house of paracetamol, and I don't want to alarm anybody. It's not a bomb, but I'm wired. So I'm wearing a Holter monitor for 24 hours, get the old heart checked out, I've worn these before. So if you feel something weird on one side, call your doctor, because like a stroke is not a bad thing. Well, it's not a great thing, but they can fix it if you go there. In the end, they say like God has a plan. That's what they say. God knows everything. Because God made everything. Because God has a plan for everything. You know what I mean? And basically, God's plan was for me to slowly die. Which I think is a shitty plan. Personally, I'm just saying I have free will. I think the plan sucks. Now, my doctor's got a different plan. My doctor had a plan. He wanted to buy a Jaguar. And you cannot buy Jaguars off healthy people. No. They just come in, they're like, you're fine, gone. Son of a bitch. But you get an old dying guy, you pump a little life back into him, yay! You can transition from being a poor doctor to being a wealthy doctor. So if you go through your life and you find yourself transitioning from being like happy to being miserable, don't worry, you'll probably transition back to being happy at least for a few minutes. And every now and then you get to be on stage a few minutes, and maybe that makes it all worthwhile. And who knows? If this goes really well, my doctor will say, "What the hell was on this Holter monitor at this time?" You know, I don't know what being on stage looks like in a heart monitor, but we'll find out soon. I'll put it to you that way. So if you want like my advice in life, you know, it's like, you know, it's hard to go through life at all, but it's really important to maintain a life balance. You know what I'm saying? This is like one of the most important things. You want to maintain a work and life balance if at all possible, you know. And one of the most important things is you should never ever take your work home with you, you know. Like especially if you're like a kindergarten teacher. I'm right? That's a bad one, right? Yeah. See, I thought so. See, this is why you should always check with people, you know. But anyway, so like I said, I went to the hospital forever, and you know, it's weird when you go to a hospital enough times that you know the people there. Like the lady who like bought the breakfast, you know, she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, "How do you think I'm doing? I'm in a hospital. I just had a shoulder replacement. I'm doing okay. I'll have the eggs." I don't know if you've ever complained about Dutch food before. Have you ever had Dutch food in a hospital? Yeah. It sounds pretty good, because they'll like offer you like chicken or pork or, you know, whatever, and you're like, "Okay, sure, I'll have some chicken." And it'll be a piece of bread with a piece of chicken on it, like a sliced piece, and that's it. You know, like I got the egg. It was an egg. I mean, I was happy with it. Get the fruit is my advice. And if they do offer you the morphine shot, I highly, highly recommend the morphine shot is all I'm saying. So in closing, I find that when I've been going through this life, like I say, life is a transition. You know, we started at the beginning, and you didn't know I was wired. And then we got in the middle and you found out about it, you know, and now you kind of feel bad for me, and that's good because I get some sympathy claps and laughs, and that's always nice. And in the end, I think what I'm learning in this life is true what I was told when I started doing stand-up, which is that stand-up comedy, it's a lot like sex, you know. And the more I do it, the more I think that's true, because I was really excited about coming here tonight. And now that I came, I'm feeling a little loose and relaxed. One of these days I get my energy back. I'm going to come again soon. Thanks a lot. Somebody give it up for my